Yeah, before going to start the session, let me introduce myself. I am Shekhar. In total, I have around 15 years of experience. Currently, I am working as a database architect in one of the organization, and I have expertise in different database technologies like Microsoft SQL Server, Snowflake, Teradata, Oracle, which includes like database development, database optimization, business intelligence, data warehousing, data modeling, etc. So this is my technical expertise, guys. So chalo, we will start. We will start my. I will share my screen. So you can you confirm you are able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Chalo, Snowflake. So as you mentioned, guys, Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse, uh, which is built. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of three cloud provider, which are AWS, Azure, and then GCP. And Snowflake can be also called as software as a service. Software as a service. So before going to discuss what is the meaning of cloud data warehouse, why it has built on top of three cloud products, what is the meaning of SaaS? We are going to start with the like basic general discussion on data warehouse. What is the meaning of data warehouse, guys? How it will how it is working? How it will work? Guys, what is the meaning of data warehouse? We'll start with the discussion with the data warehouse. Okay. What is the meaning of data warehouse? What is data warehouse? Can you tell me anyone? Guys, am I audible? Santosh, I'm not able to hear you.
Yes, Shekhar, it's audible. Data warehouse is a storing of data source and the column format.
Okay. Others, Anusha, any idea what is the meaning of data warehouse? Anusha, am I audible? Chalo, we will discuss what is the meaning of data warehouse. Okay. See, data warehouse is a type of a analytics database that stores and process use data for the purpose of analytics. See, data warehouse is also a type of a database which will store the huge data and then process the huge data. Comparing to the normal database and then data warehouse, the difference is actually the data warehouse will be used to store the huge and then historical data. Huge and then historical data, years data. In case of a normal database, OLTP database, which will be storing a current data, But in case of a data warehouse, we are going to store historical data in the data warehouse. So this is also a type of a database, but the utilization and the data warehouse configuration will be the different. Once data is stored in the data warehouse, it will be very much suitable for the reporting purpose. It will be very much suitable for the reporting purpose because the data will be collected. Data will be collected from the different sources and then from the different systems. Now the data is available in a single place, which is in data warehouse, so that it is very much suitable for the reporting purpose. We'll see how this data warehouse is going to work, how the data is going to collect into the data warehouse, and how it will be useful. Let's consider, guys, we have a retail business, Hyderabad Central. We have a retail business, Hyderabad Central. Okay, and the stores are available in a multiple places, and then those stores they are storing a data in a different source systems. So this is a store one, and then this is a store two. They are storing a data into the one of the database, and another store is storing a data into the another system, that is a file system. Now the data is available in the different source system. Now tell me, guys, if the data is available in a different source systems, is it possible to analyze the data and then make the decision, guys?
No, sir.
Why?
So because of data is placed in both different places,
Mm-hmm.
and for comparing, we have to keep it in one place. Then only we can.
Yeah, because the data is available. The data is available in a different systems and then different places and then different formats also. Different format also. See here, in the very first thing, this is the SQL. In SQL, the data is available from the one of the store. In file, data is available from the other store. If you compare both, the data format is different. So here is data is going to store in a different format. Here is in file system, data is going to store in a different format. Now, if the retail business, the Hyderabad Central senior management people, they wanted to do the analysis of their entire business, their entire geographical business, and they want to make some decisions, then it is difficult. It is difficult to do the analysis and then make the decisions. Now, what we need to do? What we need to do to make the very easy for them to analyze the data and then make the decision based on their business data. Now, what we need to do now, as the data is available in a different source systems, as the data is available in the different formats, we need to collect the data from the different formats, whatever it is. Data is available in a file system, data is available in Excel sheet, MS Access, SQL Server, Teradata, Oracle, whatever the data is available in a different systems, we need to collect using a ETL tool. ETL tool is used to collect the data from the different data sources and then apply some transformations. Transformations, again, there are many transformations, different transformations. Based on the your requirement, you can apply a transformations. You can convert transformation. One of the example, you can convert the different formats data into a single format. You can do the data orchestration. You can apply some conditions to pull the data from the different systems. You can apply transformations based on your requirement. Now here the data is available in a different source systems. You can connect ETL tool. Up and extract the data from the different source system, apply transformations to convert data into a single format, and then load the data into the your data warehouse. So this is the data warehouse. It will have the data from the different source systems. Your ETL tool will extract the data and then convert the data into a single format, and then finally that will be loaded into the target system. That will be loaded into the target systems. 1 second, guys. I will come back. Once we load the data from the different source systems, which is converted into a single format, then finally data will be stored into the single data warehouse. Like that, we are going to collect a data daily from the different source systems. It will be having a 24 hours data, that is called as a delta load. Daily we are going to extract the data from the different source systems and then convert into a single format and then load the data. This is a ETL process which will be deployed and it will be scheduled. It will be scheduled to run automatically at the particular time. So whenever those ETL jobs are running, it will extract the data from the different source systems automatically and then convert the data and then automatically load the data into data warehouse daily. So that is delta load. It will load the 24 hours data. 24 hours data. Okay. So by doing this regularly, data is going to extract from the different source systems and then load the data into the data warehouse. Now, whenever the data is available in a data warehouse, so the business people or senior management of the particular business, they can make the data analysis in a different ways. Suppose if they want to analyze the data, like how many customers are added in between the 2023 and the 2024, what was the revenue generated in between the 2023-2024, and how many new products are added in between the 2023-2024, like that. If the senior management they wanted to do the analysis, they can able to do the analysis on top of this data warehouse, because now their entire data is available in a single place. They are loading a data into the different places, but by using a ETL tool, we have loaded the data into a data warehouse, which is also a database, but the data is going to store a historical data and then it is having a history data. So once the data is available on top of this, once the data is available in the data warehouse, on top of this data warehouse, the business people can generate the reports. Based on their requirement. They can able to generate the reports. They can able to generate the reports. This is about the data basic definition and then meaningful and then process of the data warehouse, guys. Now tell me if you are clear or any doubts on the data warehouse. Guys,
So that conversion doubt, the taste data is coming from different sources. Suppose CSP or JSON. So which format we are converting before
we are
loading?
converting into a traditional format. Traditional format, that is table, rows into columns.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the common process of the data warehouse. Then now, what is the meaning of traditional data warehouse or on-prem servers, guys? What is the meaning of traditional servers or on-prem servers? What is the meaning of traditional data warehouse or on-prem servers? Guys, before cloud data warehouse, we have an on-prem servers, guys. On-prem servers, right? My question is, what is the meaning of on-prem servers? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
On-prem server, that means a physical servers managed by the own company.
Own company, yeah. Others. Yeah. On-prem servers nothing but before cloud era, before cloud world, all the organizations was managing their business data in a on-prem servers only, on-premises servers. Nothing but on-prem servers, nothing but all the things, everything will be in a physical components. Everything will be a physical components. 1 second. Let me open. Yeah. Suppose let's consider on-prem server. What on-prem server nothing but a SQL server. SQL server is the on-prem server. Oracle is the on-prem server. If you want to maintain your business data, in a on-prem server, in a SQL server, you want to maintain means your organization. Suppose if your organization decided that the business data need to be maintained in the SQL server on-prem servers, means on-prem servers will be having a everything in a physical components. Suppose see here, everything will be a physical components. See, what are the things you need to consider to maintain the on-prem servers? Okay, you need to buy a SQL server software from the Microsoft. You need to build the SQL server in a physical server. This is the physical component. SQL server software is a physical component. And buy a necessary hardware resources like RAM, CPU, motherboard, storage device, etc. And build and maintain hardware resources. So to maintain your business data in a on-prem services, everything you need to set up physical components and maintain the on-prem servers regularly. To maintain the on-prem servers regularly, you require a multiple human resources to keep up and run your on-prem servers. Say yes or no, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Suppose Let's take an example of your SQL Server on-prem servers. How it is going to work. As usual, we are going to collect a data from the different source systems using an ETL tool, and then load the data into the SQL Server data warehouse. Once the data is loaded into the SQL Server data warehouse, always to monitor and then to keep up and run, you require a multiple database administrators, and to keep up and run and then execute all the requests, you require all the hardware resources, CPU, RAM, motherboard, etc. To keep up and run these hardware resources, you need a maintenance, and you need a network engineers to keep up and run all these hardware resources. Say yes or no, guys. And this
Yes.
is our disk also. Now once you have made the setup of on-prem servers, daily the data is going to load into the SQL Server data warehouse, and then users are accessing, or users are using your data, or users are processing the data into your data warehouse. Once, because your all hardware resources are predefined or not, guys? Tell me, predefined or not?
Yes.
Your all hardware resources are predefined. As ETL jobs are loading a data daily into the data warehouse, what will happen if the storage disk is full? What will happen if the storage disk is full? Tell me, guys.
So they have to add extra disk space.
They have to add the extra
Down.
space. Before to that, if the storage disk is full in the server, then still, if you're trying to add the more data into the data warehouse, it will not add the data. It will go into the infinite loop. Your server will not be respond, because if the storage disk is full, if there is no space in the drive, if you are trying to execute simple statement, select top 5 from the employee table, then it will not give the response to you, because there is no space to execute your query also. Like that, if the hardware resources also become a 100% utilization. Initially, you have made the setup of 12 GB of RAM according to the requirement. Now, the users are more, the processes are more, and then consumption is more, became a outdated. Then also your server will not respond. In this case, what will happen? If the storage disk is full, then your DBA need to be monitored. DBA need to be monitor your server and then upgrade the components. If the hardware resources are outdated, then your network engineers or infrastructure engineers need to monitor and then identify the issue, and they need to upgrade the hardware resources. So in the on-prem servers, always you need a manual intervention to monitor your servers. If something happens to your data warehouse, then you need a database administrators. If something happens to your hardware resources, you need a network engineers. Without the manual interventions, you can't able to manage your on-prem servers. Isn't yes or no, guys? Isn't it? You require a lot of human resources to manage your hardware, your on-prem servers. Say yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah. So in on-prem servers, we have a lot of challenges, because always you need to monitor your physical components. Always you need to monitor your hardware resources. Always you need to upgrade your software. See, Microsoft, you have installed 2022. So after the 1 quarter, then Microsoft again will release the patches. Patches means what? Updates. Then again you need to apply the patches. For that you need to go for the downtime. So you need to go for the downtime and then apply the patches. Then again the restart the servers. Again you need to communicate to the entire team. So these are all maintenance of your on-prem servers. So these are lot of challenges, lot of problems we have with the on-prem servers. Say yes or no, guys.
Yes.
To overcome that, we have a Snowflake cloud data warehouse. This is the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. This is the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. What is the meaning of cloud data warehouse? What is the meaning of cloud data warehouse? Cloud data warehouse nothing but the word cloud means you are going to use any web browser. You are going to use any web browser to work with the your Snowflake cloud data warehouse. That's why the meaning cloud. You don't require any software to work with the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. You don't require any hardware resources to work with the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. Just you need an active internet connection and you need a web browser. That's why the word cloud. That's why the word cloud. So once you have a web browser, then you are going to log in with your Snowflake account and then start working with the your Snowflake. That's why the meaning called as a cloud data warehouse. As you don't require to install any software, as you don't maintain any hardware resources to work with the your Snowflake cloud data warehouse, so that this can be called as a software as a services, because this Snowflake account itself behave as a software and then it will provide the different services according to the your requirement. That's why this can be called as a software as a services. Now I told you the Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of three cloud providers. I will tell you why it has built on top of these three cloud providers. Before to that, we will talk how this Snowflake data warehouse is going to work. See, in the on-prem servers, whenever you keep add the data, whenever you keep execute your IO requests or any requests, completely the on-prem server is based on your hardware device and then existing hardware components. If the existing hardware components are outdated, if the existing data storage device is become a full, then your server is not going to respond. In case of a Snowflake, what is the advantage here? How much of data daily you are going to add? How much of data daily the number of users are going to add according to the data request, according to the data size. Snowflake is going to provide the required storage space. Required storage space. There is no concept of the storage disk is going to full. No. It is like a elasticity. It is like a elastic. How much data you are going to add into the storage, how much data you are going to add into the Snowflake, how much data the number of users are going to add into the Snowflake, automatically that storage space is going to provide it to the number of users, and then there is no limit of storage disk. Like that, hardware resources are provided in the Snowflake virtually, not into a physical components. We are going to discuss everything, all these things. As the number of users are connecting to the your Snowflake account and the number of users are submitting a different request to the your Snowflake account, according to the number of requests are submitted by the number of users, according to that the hardware resources are provided by the Snowflake account. There is no concept of hardware resources are going to outdated in the Snowflake. No, according to the number of requests, according to the number of process, automatically the hardware resources also expanded. So that's why the Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. That's why Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Now We will discuss in detail everything in the further sessions, guys. Each and every component, why it is working like this, why it is great, what is the futures, everything we are going to discuss one by one in the further sessions. Now, why this snowflake has built? Why this snowflake has built on top of these three cloud products? This is inbuilt functionality. This is inbuilt functionality. Now, let's consider, guys. You have a data in your SQL server, that is an on-prem server. You need to load the data into the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. You need to load into the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. Now, source is the SQL server, target is the Snowflake. The data is available in the source place. You need to load the data into the target place. So you can do this process using a two ways. Either you can connect to the ETL tool, and then you can extract the data from the source and then load the data into the target system. So this is one way. Second way, this is existing functionality. This is existing functionality of the Snowflake, as Snowflake has built on top of cloud provider, three cloud providers, AWS, Azure, and then GCP. Then you can use anyone cloud provider. Now what you need to do, this is an existing functionality. You can load the data into the files. You can place those files into the anyone cloud provider. From there, you can load the data into the target system. So this is the existing functionality. You no need to do anything, as it is able to connect to the anyone three cloud providers. So you can load the data from the source system into files. You can upload those files into your cloud provider, and then you can load the data into the your target system, that is Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. That's why this Snowflake has built on top of three cloud providers. This is the basic definition and then discussion of the Snowflake, guys. Snowflake, what is the meaning of Snowflake Cloud Data? Now tell me, you are clear or not clear? What is the meaning of Snowflake, and what is the difference between the cloud data warehouse and then traditional on-prem data warehouse? Tell me, guys, you are clear or not clear? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Clear or not clear? Any doubts?
Yes. Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Okay. As I mentioned, see here, software as a service. Snowflake is a software as a services. There is no hardware to install, configure, or manage the servers. There is virtually no software to install, configure, and manage. Ongoing maintenance, management, upgrades, and tuning are handled by a Snowflake. As this is a cloud data warehouse, you no need to do anything. You no need to install. You no need to manage hardware resources. Even optimization also will take care Snowflake itself. That's why this can be called as a software as a services. Okay. Now, so this is the course content, guys. This is the course content. Whatever I am displaying, in on the screen, we are going to discuss each and every topic as part of our regular sessions. So this is Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse development session, and I am going to target to complete 30 to 35 sessions. Daily we will be having a 1 hour session. We will not be having a sessions in weekends. And from tomorrow onwards at 7 a.m. the regular classes will be started. So once all the sessions are completed, I am going to help you to prepare the interview and also help you to prepare the resume. So the prerequisite for this course is if you have a SQL knowledge, then it will be helpful, guys. It will become a very easy. And to work with the software, to work with the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, you no need to install any software, or you no need to buy any software for this cloud data warehouse. Just you need to create a Snowflake free trial version account. I will show you how do we create a free trial version account, and also I will make you to create the free trial version account. That's it. It will be valid for the 30 days. It will be valid for the 30 days. So this is about the course content, guys. This is about the course content of your Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. Okay. And if you have a basic knowledge of SQL, then it will be helpful. If you have a basic knowledge of SQL, then it will be helpful, guys. Okay. Then how is the career opportunities? How is the career opportunities in the Snowflake in the market? Nowadays the projects are migrating from the on-prem system to Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. Market is looking for a very good Snowflake developer. If you have a sound knowledge in the Snowflake concepts, then you have a very good opportunities. You have very good opportunities in the market across the India or across the abroad also. So this is a trending skill set, trending technology. Then you need to learn very well and then focus on the concepts. Once you learn very well and focus on the concept, then daily, so you will be getting a calls from the market. Then you can able to attend the interviews. The comparing to the other technologies, you have a little bit good opportunities to get the good package also on the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. You will get a very good package on the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. So once the course is completed, then you can able to target the certificates. The very first thing is Snowflake Pro certificate, Snow Pro core certificate. This is the basic certificate. Then you can able to focus on this certificate once the sessions are completed with us. So remaining under these are the advanced certifications. You need to focus. Once you get the experience on the Snowflake, then you need to focus on those certifications. What does Snowflake developer do? As I said, the market is currently working on the migration projects. You will be working on a migration projects to migrate the objects, the code, the data from the on-prem servers into a Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. The code is available in a SQL example. The code is available in a SQL Server style. Then you need to migrate into the Snowflake version. So as part of this, you will be working in the migration projects. Or there is a reporting team. In your organization. For that, you need to build the Snowflake logic. You need to develop the Snowflake logic. As part of the development, then you are going to working in a development part also. According to the report requirement, you are going to build a Snowflake store procedure or Snowflake views by using a Snowflake concepts and then provide the objects with the reporting team. Then they will be utilizing your objects and then displaying the data into the reporting tool. So as part of this, then you are going to work in a either a migration project, either in a development project. Okay. So once all the sessions are completed, you can able to apply the jobs for Snowflake developer, Snowflake data engineer, cloud data warehouse engineer, data analyst, and the data scientist. You can apply the job for all these roles once the sessions are completed. So you can mention the minimum 2 to 3 years of experience on the Snowflake after completion of all the sessions. So for that, whatever the knowledge is required, whatever the practical knowledge is required, whatever the interview questions and answers are required, I am going to help you. I am going to prepare you guys. You can once the sessions are completed, you can mention the 2 to 3 years experience on the Snowflake and then start giving the trials in the market. So this is about today's discussion, introduction session, guys. And from tomorrow onwards at 7 a.m., we are going to start our regular sessions, guys. Now tell me if you have any doubts before closing the today's session. Any doubts, any generic questions or any technical questions, whatever it is.
So actually, I have one question.
Your voice is very low, madam.
Um, Sometimes I may not available at 7 o'clock. So at that point, uh, is there any other solution like a
Yeah,
recording session at what time we can get?
yeah. If you miss the session for the particular day, yes, for sure you will get the daily. For sure you will get the daily recording session from the institute people. Then you can able to go through. You can able to go through those recording sessions. If you have any questions, then you can clarify in the next session.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Where are you from, Manusha?
Uh, Actually, I'm from Hyderabad, but I'm working in Noida.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Any other questions? It will become a very comfortable Anusha, because you have experience in talent, the successful combination Snowflake and then talent.
Yeah, currently in my organization, we are working in Snowflake. So I'm just taking a part of a little bit part in that. So I'm so interesting about this to learn.
Mm.
Like loading files, some of the concepts I'm working on it. So I just want to improve improve more in this technology. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why.
Mm-hmm.
So currently I'm working in talent. In my organization, there are migrating all these talent jobs also in Snowflake. Like some of the jobs are developed, whatever the jobs developed in talent, those are migrating into Snowflake.
Can you repeat once again?
Uh, some of the projects which are developed in talent in my organization, now they are migrating those jobs into Snowflake.
No,
Like
no,
process, like
no. Yeah, yeah. Tell me, Anusha.
using talent, we are processing files and load the data into some SQL tables.
Yeah, SQL table.
So
Instead of the SQL table, then you are going to use a Snowflake.
yeah, now they have designed the project like they are processing the files in Snowflake itself and they are loading data into Snowflake
By using which tool?
using exactly I don't know, but they are migrating. So I just
Yeah,
want to
see, that's
learn.
what. That's what. If they don't want to use ETL tool, they may be using any cloud provider, AWS or Azure, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, AWS, I guess
Yeah,
AWS.
AWS. That's what.
Okay.
So Shekhar, I have one question is like that. So we have so many data warehouse software like DB2 or Teradata. So Snowflake is one of the software like Teradata or DB2 in cloud, right?
Yeah, this is the cloud data warehouse.
Okay. So ultimately, we also run a SQL on Snowflake
Yes,
database to
obviously,
get the
obviously.
result information.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, without AWS and Azure and CGP, we cannot load from direct source to
You can connect ETL tool then. If you don't want to use this provider, then you can use any ETL tool.
sir ETL tool from it is available in Snowflake or we have to
No. That is
take.
different tool. We that ETL is not part of our course actually. We are going to work with as I mentioned, that cloud provider process. If you don't want to use cloud provider, then you can use any ETL tool to load the data. Not required. Your ETL tool is not required. If see if Snowflake is using in your organization, for sure there will be any one cloud provider in the organization there will be using. So you can go through with that. If If they don't know, then you can use the ETL tool.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? If no questions, we will end the session for today, and then we will connect tomorrow at 7 a.m. Fine, guys?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. We will meet tomorrow at 7 a.m. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.